YouTube wants to clone you, Twitch wants to micromanage your sponsorships with AI, and we need to talk about the mysterious top fans privacy setting floating around. Let's get straight into the creator news. The trend of Twitch trying to squeeze every last drop out of you is continuing as Amazon Ads is rolling out the so-called campaign assist during TwitchCon. It is an AI that listens to you while you do live sponsorship reads and prompts you on the fly to change your tone or make sure you say specific PR lines. On top of that, they are rolling out something that is called chat sentiment analysis to grade how your community reacts to the ad read. The minimum industry standard for negotiated campaigns is $1 per CCV per hour. However, both Twitch and Amazon Ads have been undercutting creators on sponsorships by a good chunk for a good while now. Whether or not you want to put up with their wish to let AI micromanage your sponsored streams and grade your performance for a campaign that is underpaying you is up to you. Know your worth and demand fair rates, and when in doubt, let an agency negotiate for you. Just contact us. Moving over to YouTube. We already talked about AI avatars back in December 2025. It was an experiment back then, but unfortunately the trials seem to have been successful, at least in Google's eyes. YouTube's rolling out Gemini Omni to let creators generate AI avatars of themselves. This comes in parallel with better recognition to, well, label the AI content. YouTube also hinted that not labeling your AI content might result in strikes, pointing at misleading users, which ties into their spam and deceptive practices content policy. Please keep in mind that this is different from the Gemini Omni used in short remixing that we talked about last week. The creator themselves have to generate the avatar by opting in via the YouTube mobile app or the YouTube Create app. Currently, this is not available in the European Economic Area due to regulations. So the question is, are European creators at a competitive disadvantage because they cannot scale their content with an AI clone army? Or is the EU actually doing its job for once and protecting us from turning our likeness into a deepfake commodity? Knowing how the platforms usually treat creator rights, I lean heavily towards the latter. Please be very careful what synthetic features you opt into, because once your digital likeness is out there, or rather in their system, you lose control of it. If you want to use digital twins, stop handing your data to Google or other commercial services. Use open source pipelines locally on your own hardware, like OmniVoice for your audio or Gsplat for 3D renderings of video avatars, for example. An RTX 5090 will process your video avatar nearly in real time and train your custom models under an Apache 2.0 license for free on your own hardware in under 2 hours. And speaking of AI taking over, YouTube is experimenting with custom feeds in the US. That means viewers can type a text prompt like, "Give me 10-minute meditation videos," and the AI builds a constantly refreshing personalized feeds for just that. PR, of course, is phrasing this as a fun discovery tool, but once again, this connects to what we said last week about Ask YouTube. They are taking control away from traditional home feed algorithms and handing it to an LLM. If your metadata doesn't match the semantic prompt the viewer typed in, you're completely filtered out. YouTube is siloing viewers into hyper-specific AI bubbles, which are going to make broad organic discovery a lot harder. It is very likely that this will make shorts even more valuable for viewers to find you organically in the future. Change your strategies accordingly. While we are on the topic of YouTube AI, our studio just got an update. It has now a conversation history that lasts up to 28 days. Now, if you run a proper business with a team, your first thought is probably a panic attack about channel permissions. Can your freelance editor suddenly read confidential conversations the channel owner had with the AI about revenue or a strategic shift in the near future? We quickly tested this for you because YouTube's documentation is non-existent as always. And I have good news! We can confirm that the chat history is tied to the individual Google account you are logging into instead of the channel entity itself. So if an admin or an editor logs into the channel, they will see a blank slate of our studio instead of the owner's chat history. And for once, YouTube actually built a privacy feature properly. Finally, let's talk about the panic regarding the top fans privacy setting. You might have seen screenshot like this one floating around showing a setting to restrict videos to the top 1% of your audience. As we already covered in our Made on YouTube recap back in 2025, This feature is rolling out to official artist channels to reward their most dedicated listeners. It's not mandatory, you can use it as you like if you're an official artist channel, so it's not interfering with any of your gaming or commentary content or DIY content. And honestly, let the artists have it. Artist channels usually get screwed over by YouTube on nearly every other feature, so let them have this one win if you consider it a win at all. The platforms are optimizing for advertisers and AI scraping right now. They are not optimizing for creators. And if you want to survive this, you have to treat your channel like a business and stop relying on the goodwill of platforms. Protect your time, protect your worth, subscribe for relevant creator news, and I'll see you again next week with another episode.